Well, here's a sign of what's to come. This is fall. I don't know if you can hear the wind. It's a lot of gusts. This morning we had two thunder boomers, as we call them. Just all of a sudden thunder. Nowhere. Skies didn't get dark. It wasn't raining. Look at this. Today's a nice day, actually. I think it's 72. But look at how it's windy. I don't know if you can hear the wind. How's your weather? We've had for the last week, it's been in the 40s, low 40s in the day, 59, and now this. And while I'm waiting for a wind gust, does anyone know what this is? It looks pretty, it's growing, but it looks like a weed to me. It's very hardy, growing. And what are these? Are these weeds? They must be. This isn't a weed pile that I just keep pulling out and keeps growing back. Here's some more. See? They were like this. Now they look like the weeds are petering out, but I don't know what those are. Does anyone know? Big weed mess. This is on the other side of where I used to have the garden. I'm waiting for the wind gust to come again to show you. How's the weather been where you are? I heard some people say it's been warm. Some people say it's not. Just wondering. See how, there you can see look at that. The skies are definitely cloudy, just like on a fall day, but it is a fall day. But it's nice out because it's warm. So the bit of the wind, which usually cools you at this time of year, it's not too bad because of the warmth. It's very pleasant out here. Today is what I would used to like to be one of my typical nice fall days, but because of the year we're in, it's kind of hard to enjoy it because it's been a bad year for the whole world. Who knows what's to come? Like I say, this is usually the time, especially like when my kids were little, my mom would come over and she loved to rake leaves. So I always let her rake the leaves because she just loved to do it. And then she'd have the kids jump in the pile of leaves. So it was a tradition she did, and we'd be all excited, well, the kids would, for Halloween. Not one of my favorite holidays. But there you go, you see the wind, these little gusts. So we'd just be having that, and then she'd come over with cider and donuts. I don't know if I mentioned to you, I'm allergic to apple cider. It really sucks. I love apple cider. So we'd have that, and then we'd do all kinds of fall crafts, and the kids always knew what comes after fall is winter, and what happens in winter is Christmas, and we would always pick off the angel tree at church and buy a family some gifts and donate, as you saw in the videos and older videos where Paulie would go to the Salvation Army and donate some of his money that he had saved. So fall brings blessings that we were able to bless the world with. But I don't know, this year just seems different to me. How's it to you? There we go, we got another gust of wind. It doesn't really show it to you. It's pretty windy. I don't think you're seeing as much as it is. I'm trying to find a tree that one's kind of shaking, but I can't seem to find where it is. There. So they come and go. Comes another gust. Sort of like waiting for labor contractions, you know? And you're sitting there waiting, and except that wasn't as pleasant. I remember waiting, and it's like, you know, when they hook you up to the monitors and the person who's with you says, oh, one's coming. I don't know. I really rather not know it was me. I'd rather just it comes. I don't know. That's the way I was. Labor was never one of my favorite parts of the birthing process. And if you have a child, you all know there's a transition, which is horrifying. I should tell a few of my stories. I had a quick 45-minute, I think maybe I told about it, a labor from the time when I got into the hospital to the time my child was born. That means I went through hard transition labor, barely got in there, went through the ring of fire. They were telling me to close my legs because the doctor wasn't there. And like I said, from the time I got dropped off at the front door where the security guard was, and I'm like, no, I'm too tired. I didn't get a good night's sleep the other night. I'm too tired. From the time I got into the wheelchair up onto the labor deck, one of my sons was born, so it was quite quick, fast, furious. Which some people think, okay, it's quick to get out of the way, but let me tell you, that kind of pain, I don't even know how us women survive it, because all that time going through transition is horrifying. I think I'd rather go through all the hours. I had one where it was over a day's worth of, labor. It was painful, but not transition pain. For over 24 hours, actually, my car was in the garage. And I called them and I said, I think I'm in labor. I won't be able to pick up my car. And then it was the next day, and on and on. So I'm sure everyone has stories to tell. Those are the battle wounds we get. But at the end, hopefully we all get that prize, that little bundle. The bundle of joy that grows up so fast. Time seems to go slow, but truly it is fast. The days seem to be like when you have, like I had 3 little ones all in a row, and just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like yesterday, but yet it wasn't. It goes fast, I think because you're busy. Well, I think that's enough waiting for these wind gusts, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how the weather is where you are, because I think they're getting farther and farther apart, which there was one of my labors with Polly, actually. They had to put me into labor, break my water, all kinds of things happen. I might have told that birth story, but anyhow, that's what happened. It was like this. Gusts of wind, contractions, all of a sudden they got shorter in between, or longer in between, less contractions in between, and then they literally stopped. And it was like, uh-oh, this can't be good. But I just love to watch the wind when it's not really bad. Bad wind I don't like. Especially now, it's just a warm, not even warm, just a nice temperature with a little bit of cool. And it's probably about 70. I checked about half an hour ago, I think it was 72. So I think it's about 70. It's going to cool it down with the breeze. But don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to pay it forward. It feels good in your heart, Polly's heart, and my heart. Don't forget to call a friend, help a friend, be a friend. How is it in your area? Where we are, it's been all over the news. The cases are increasing in our county. They had, I think, 19 or 20 cases in a local college that came from a private party, which obviously that's what college kids do. So just my opinion, I thought they shouldn't have let kids go to school. I think it was bad because kids are still kids. College kids, that's the beginning of, they either go on the right path or the wrong path. So we're having an upsurge, and they're warning us about it because the flu season's around the corner, and it's not very good. And they're saying the whole United States is having an upswing. So let me know if you want to mention your state, where you are, and how's it going there. So for now, stay safe. Bye.